I would like to time travel in the period of the Industrial Revolution. As we all know, this period started to utilize more machines than human labor for production output. Aside from that, it also gave rise to important technologies such as iron production, steam engine, and textiles. Basically, the production in this period heavily dependent on big factories, which its great amount of emissions starting to cause air pollution. I would like to time travel to this period and produce or invent environmental measures and precautions. It may be a device or policy, just like the device that the United States currently utilizing, which is the electrostatic vacuum cleaners. This design was made by Don Rosegard, which magnetizes charged copper coils to attract polluted particles from the air. I believe that the hype of Industrial Revolution got from advancing machines and technology covered behind the importance of environmental forecasting. My early introduction of my environmental measure may not suppress the problem air pollution, but at least it can anticipate us early of the destructive effect of unregulated factory emissions. Yes, I do believe it. In fact, there were notable events involving religion in developing distinct devices, just like what happened in the Crusades, which were battles in the 11th and 16th century between the followers of the Catholic Church and Islam. The crusade was a driving force for the people in the war to invent their new battle armor that was lighter and slimmer, as well as a new style of helmets and shields. Moreover, it introduces the importance of castle fortifications, which at the time was a great tactic for battling wars. But the crucial fact is that while the crusade was happening, Chinese alchemists were trying to formulate a potion for immortality, which is obviously driven by the believers of God. But instead of making such potion, it accidentally ends up with the invention of gunpowder, which we all know has been heavily used up to this day. Religion that time may not be as virtuous as today, but it helps the people to be curious in finding answers to reasonable and even unreasonable questions. Religion has acted as a motivational factor for individuals, even society, to invent such things. These religious events gave rise to great inventions, and I know there is more phenomenon out there that could also prove that religion does play a big role in the progression of science and technology. Despite having significant effects of science and advanced technology, it also have considerable negative effects. As much as science and technology advancement aids complications, we cannot avoid its downsides to every aspect of life. I have mentioned recently the complications of the Industrial Revolution to the environment, that is, air pollution, and because of lack of attention and precautions, more negative effects have appeared, like water pollution, excessive waste, disrupting ecology, health hazards, and many more. These complications are high risk for it affects the safety of the entire world, but then people and leaders just disregards it. Another is in the social factors that the technology's advancement greatly impels us to have a sedentary or inactive lifestyle. Also, the high rate of job loss from the downsizing of companies was a very sad and negative effect of having artificial intelligence machines taking over human labor. There are hundreds more negative effects in the physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual aspect, but hearing more of this are just disappointing and disheartening.